Hello, my name is Jason McCracken. I'm the CEO for the FIH, and we are here to draw the final place for the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires next year. I'm joined by two of my colleagues who I'll get to introduce themselves.
My name is Martin Galvin. I'm the FIH Competitions Manager and act as Secretary to the FIH Competitions Committee.
And I am Melanie Wilmore. I'm the FIH People, Governance and Operations Director, and I am simply being a witness to this today.
Importantly, being a witness.
Importantly, being a witness.
Firstly, I'm going to ask Martin to explain the process that we're going to use to make the draw, and then we're going to make the draw.
Okay. This draw is to determine an additional quota place for a Continental Federation at the Buenos Aires 2018 Youth Olympic Games. There are 4 counters numbered 1 to 4, and they represent 1 is Africa, 2 is Asia, 3 is Europe, and 4 is Oceania. The first drawn Continental Federation will be offered the additional quota place. If the relevant National Olympic Committee turns it down, the additional quota place will then be offered to the second drawn Continental Federation, then the third drawn, and then the fourth drawn. If all 4 relevant National Olympic Committees should turn down the additional offered quota place, it will then be offered to the relevant National Olympic Committee of Pan America. If they turn it down, it will then be offered to the next relevant National Olympic Committee from the first drawn continent, and so on. At this point now, we will turn the counters over. Jason will mix these up and then conduct a draw, firstly for the men and then secondly for the women.
Martin, I'll ask you, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to ask you to mix them up again.
Okay. There you are, finished.
Okay, so the first counter will be for the first place to be offered for the continent, and the first one is?
Number 4 is Oceania.
The next place to be offered is?
Number 2 is Asia.
The third offer is for number 3.
Number 3 is Europe.
And the last place, number 1,
which is Africa. We will now repeat this process for the women's additional quota place. We have the 4 counters in order, so we'll turn them over. And I will now ask Jason to mix them up.
Again, I'll turn around and ask Martin to mix them again.
I've done that.
Okay. And now the draw for the women's first place will be number 1.
Number 1 is Africa.
Number 2.
Number 2 is Asia.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Europe.
And number 4
is Oceania.
Okay, so just to confirm, Martin, if you could read the men's places.
The order of the additional quotas will be offered to, firstly, Oceania, secondly, Asia, thirdly, Europe, and fourthly, Africa. And if all 4 of those relevant National Olympic Committees decline the additional quota place, it will be offered to Pan America. For the women, the first place will be offered to Africa, the second place to Asia, the third place to Europe, and the fourth place to Oceania. As with the men, should all 4 of the relevant National Olympic Committees of those 4 continents turn down the additional quota place, the additional quota place will then be offered to the relevant National Olympic Committee of Pan America.
And that concludes the process draw. Thank you to my colleagues for assisting.
Thank you.
And I wish those countries who have been successful every success.